Say hi.
Hi. How are you?
Hi, Dad. Greetings from Germany.
Yeah.
We're 12 hours in the future.
Yeah. We are looking into the future.
Somehow, take your time. Take your time. Germany is not running away from you, so I think come to the VGT and stay forever.
No.
I've been to Germany a few times myself and always enjoyed it.
Oh, okay.
And we get lots of young Germans come here to see our country and travel around.
That's right.
Yeah, we enjoy having them, and a lot of them are backpackers, of course, and very young, and particularly a lot of young women. So they love New Zealand. So.
It's a nice country, and it's a safe country, so that's good.
It's nice and beautiful. Okay. Oh,
I'll let you carry on.
You have a nice time.
Yeah,
Have fun at the car museum.
I think we are already live. So hello everyone. the small chit chat before. So for everybody that knows, this is the regular Unlicht Goth-Talk that we have. Today it will be more English than it will be German.
Aber wir können trotzdem
herzlich willkommen sagen und wünschen allen einen schönen Abend mit uns. Wir haben uns schon mal was zu essen und natürlich was zu trinken hingepackt. Ein paar Absinths stehen hier vorne schon. Aber da Freya halt relativ, sage ich mal, Schwierigkeiten hat, eine oder andere in Deutsch zu verstehen, werden wir das meiste in Englisch machen. Wenn das für euch okay ist, falls ihr Fragen habt, könnt ihr das gerne reinschreiben, aber ich denke, die meisten können folgen. So, sorry.
Wir wollten noch sagen, Thomas
Thomas ist heute nicht mit dabei, der hat ein anderes Appointment, wie man so schön sagt, einen Termin. Deswegen ist es auch heute aus einer anderen Location, also es ist nicht das Studio, falls ihr das schon erkannt habt. Wir streamen heute aus meinem Esszimmer. We are today streaming from my dining. So why not be so decadent?
I can see myself now. I'm like, I look terrible. I haven't done makeup or hair or anything for so long because I've had no reason to. So.
So everybody knows Freya, Black Friday, I think. So if someone would like to raise some question, you can do it in the chat, so we can answer that. But I think that is quite something that we can start now, and that we can. I think most of the people know who you are and saw some YouTube videos from your side or saw you on Twitch. Everything fine?
Yeah. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, whoa. I'm not used to using this, so. Oh, hang on. Weird. I just looked at it and going, oh, my video's like flipped around. It's flipped around, so it looks like it's that horrible thing where you know how when you look into you're used to looking at yourself in a mirror, but when some video things flip it around so that you're seeing yourself as other people see you, and it's a bit weird. Like, is that what I look like? Oh God. I'm so envious of your beautiful Estima and your absence and your everything, and I'm just sitting here in this.
One question: can everybody in the chat hear us?
Can they?
Can you? Because I have to be honest, because I test. Yeah. There we are. Okay. So you can understand us. So you see, as we are streaming not from the regular studio, it's a little bit hands-on. So we have to apologize that sometimes we are questioning if everything is working fine. But we have in the backup, we have Kai, who is managing the whole technical stuff. So if everything is having some, okay, you hear us. That's quite fine.
And we have to consider she's on the other side of the freaking world. Right
Yes. We are in Germany. You are in New Zealand. So Neuseeland. Sorry, went to Germany. So one question from my side to start, maybe quite quick. How's your day today? Are you quite busy? Do you have a sleepy child or a very noisy child?
A very sleepy one.
Cheers! Congratulations.
Actually, it was difficult to start with because she was so sleepy. she was sleeping maybe 22 hours a day, and she wouldn't wake up to be fed. So you'd be like, hey, wake up, you know, you could swing her around, and she'd it was difficult. So we had to feed her through a tube in the nose. But no, she's really, really good. She's really well behaved. She's so quiet. She never cries unless she needs something. She's a really good wee girl. She's very good. Yeah, so I guess I'm quite fortunate. Fortunate that way.
So the good thing is you already get some sleep.
No, not much.
No, last night I've had 2.5 hours, so.
Oh, that's not very much.
I feel dead, and I just quickly put on some makeups, and I'm like, ugh, I look terrible, but I don't care. I don't care. And you both look so lovely and fancy, and I'm so envious. You're so far away.
Come to Germany. I said you once, when you're once visiting the Amphi Festival, I'm not living so far away from it. So so that is not the issue. So if you once will visit it, I think that will be the easiest one to say hi or something like that. And we are all hoping that the VGT next year will take place. One moment, I knock on wood.
It has to, right? It has too long.
It has to. But the funny thing is, last year the Stellar Nomini was taking place. So where's the big problem to get the VGT ready?
It's much.
Oh, sorry. I was surprised that took place.
Yeah, me either. I was really fascinated by that because.
But I think it was a good thing that they tried something.
Yes, that they tried it. I think it was quite small, but honestly, when it is so, I think for the next year, when all regular people are vaccinated and we have 90% plus something on a vaccination
I don't think so.
Percentage, I hope then that everything will take place.
So how's Corona in New Zealand right now?
It is now. Yeah, it wasn't. We had nothing before.
Yeah, you were really good.
Yeah, it was great. I think being on a little island was, you know, quite useful. Being on a little island far away from the rest of the world was, for the first time, a good thing. And so we just didn't let anybody in, and we had 28 deaths altogether, and we had all of last year. Oh, sorry, somebody's coming. All of last year, nothing. You know, everything was just normal. Yeah. It was like COVID was this thing happening to everybody else. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I think he's here now. Look at this really beautiful car has just pulled up in my driveway.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Anyway, sorry. Bye-bye. Sorry.
Shout out, get naked.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so it was just this thing happening to other people. We were just waiting for the rest of the world to sort themselves out so that we could all travel again and people could come here again. Everything was normal. We never had to wear a mask. We had, you know, lockdown for 1 month, and then there was like another couple of lockdowns just in Auckland, the biggest city, and that was it. But not anymore. It's completely different now. Now it's like the rest of the world. Now there's not that many cases, but you know, everybody needs to be vaccinated to go somewhere. There's been lockdowns. It's just it sucks. It's awful. I just want it to be over. Oh.
I remember here in Germany right now, all the clubs and bars are closed.
Yeah.
They closed down middle of November. So they were open for a couple of months, which was really good because we could go out again and do normal things like go dancing. But
having parties.
Yeah, that was so good. The first party after lockdown was really good. But now it's all
it was so releasing my energies. It was so beautiful dancing again and see all these beautiful black people. And we were on a party that was called Eloria Luna. Thank you. And it was in Bochum.
somewhere in the Ruhrgebiet.
Yeah, somewhere in the Ruhrgebiet. We lost the place. And it was so beautiful, the place, and the people were so beautiful, and we were so enjoying the time there. And it was so nice to be back on track and to see the regular dark people again.
After such a long time.
Yeah.
And I thought everything was just back to normal there. I don't know why I thought that.
No.
It's
really,
like
everything closed.
Yes.
Yeah, just the clubs and the bars. So restaurants are still open, but you can only go there when you're vaccinated or you are tested, which is okay, I think. But
Or cured.
Yeah, but everything else is closed down. So it's not quite normal.
It's so silly. Like, what's the difference? Why is it okay to be in a restaurant but not in a bar?
Yeah, I always say that clubs are like really
because
dangerous.
you are sitting closer to each other, and you're standing closer, you're dancing, you're breathing in the air, and so on.
And I personally, it's difficult to go in a club dancing with a mask because of all the makeup. I just think the makeup goes away when you wear it.
Danke, Dirk. It was in Bottrop.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dirk. And yes, I have a cat. I have not only one cat sitting over there. I have 3 cats. And yesterday, one of my cat died.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Yesterday.
He had a something like an attack, and I went to the hospital in the nighttime. It was 10 p.m. and I arrived there, and they said they can't do anything. They directly have to get it done because he was already in pain and so on. And so and I was crying the whole evening and the whole night, and it was really hard for me, honestly, because it was one of my favorites. He was hardly a little bit degenerated, a little bit unhealthy, and so on. And he was a challenging cat, honestly. But I love especially these cats when they are a little bit more, let's say, a little bit more neat when and care about them.
Me too. I like I like cats that are a bit broken.
Yes.
It's that people don't always want. Oh, that's so sad. So scary.
Yes, it was. But honestly, it was not a very surprise because he was having the last weeks. He was not feeling good, but it was still, it's still quite sad because.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, because I was caring so much about him and did so much with him, and he was a fighter. When I got him, the first thing the doctor said, he will not survive 1 or 2 years, and he survived 6 years.
Wow, go cat!
He was a fighter.
Yeah, well done. So he did better than expected.
Yeah, he was sick, but it's sad.
Danke, Dirk.
God,
so, how good is your German?
Huh?
Last time when we were chatting, you said that you are learning German again. How good is it?
Probably got worse actually because I have just for so long.
When you don't practice it, there's thing with languages.
Yeah, but I was practicing
really good
every day. I was practicing every day, and but it got. I stopped when I went to hospital because I was a bit distracted. So I haven't done any practice for maybe 2 months, maybe 2 months or something. I haven't done any practice, but I'll be fine. It's always talking that's hardest, right? Listening is okay, reading is okay, but speaking you have to think so much more quickly, and because I'm here, I don't have to.
You don't need it anymore at the moment, though, do you? Just maybe in chats or something. But if you don't need the language, so it's harder to keep it up, I think.
Yeah, well, that's why on Twitch I made one of my channel points things to force me to speak German for a few minutes. So I had to practice. But when you're in a country, right, you have to. Every time you go outside, you go to the shops, you have to constantly use it and think about it. And now I haven't had to for 2 years. I can't believe it's been that long.
It's really only, it's so...
Yeah, it's quite crazy. But for me, the last 2 years were so fast going over. It was sometimes extremely shocking for me. Yesterday I said, fuck, next week is Christmas.
Yeah.
Where was the year?
That is Corona that makes everything...
Yes,
well,
because you can't do anything and you have not so many enjoyable time that you can remember. Mainly the people are stuck somehow at home or can only do a few things. So the year is passing by quite fast. I don't know if I'm not happy with that, honestly. I'm not happy with that. I can't, because you can enjoy not all the things that you like. And I like to go to festivals. I like to go to concerts. I like to go to parties. Because as I every time say, we're making a joke. When you are sitting at home and you're not going out in the club scene, then you are, we call it Schrödinger's cat. Because you know Schrödinger, don't know if the cat is alive, and we say it's Schrödinger's goth. Because when we don't go out, when you don't meet people, when you don't go to the clubs and to the festivals, are you then a real goth? Because
it's a state of mind.
Yes.
That's so funny.
Well,
nobody's able to, so. Stone Sims is here from my Instagram story. Hello.
So we are drinking our first absinthe, so that you can't join. It's La Fée.
Okay.
A French one, and it's the only absinthe that is legalized by the Museum of Absinthe de Paris.
Okay.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, right. But I saw your Insta. No, it was a YouTube story that you had a very hard time being in Paris. So I saw that you had some struggles with how can I say, the normal people, the normies.
It was unbelievable. It's funny because it ended up in the news all around the world. Like it made the news here, like the biggest news stuff NZ, and a French journalist wrote to me and like, oh, they wouldn't let you into the Louvre. I'm like, the Louvre was nothing. Like that was nothing. That was just that was almost funny. But it was
quite more painful, wasn't it? The cemetery was a little bit pain in the ass.
Yeah, that was way worse. Like that was way worse, you know. The Louvre said they were sorry and they were like, okay, next time you come here, you can have a free VIP tour. Like, ooh, but the Père Lachaise, that was, yeah, they literally just, well, I mean, I told the story in a video, right? You probably know it, but yeah, like everybody was interested in the Louvre because everybody's heard of the Louvre and not everybody's heard of Père Lachaise. But yeah, they were following us around in a security car.
The funny things that you said, I think you said it in the video. In the Louvre, they are celebrating people that were extraordinary, that were special, they were unique, they were one of a kind, and they were their personal thing. And not letting people in that are expressing themselves is quite. It's stupid, honestly. I have to be honest. It's quite stupid.
I know.
I don't understand why someone should do this.
Right. And you know, also at the Père Lachaise, you know, Oscar Wilde is buried there. Yeah. And he was famous for being an eccentric dresser and being stepping up, being unusual. And I said he would be rolling in his grave.
Yeah, sure. He would come out and kick everybody's butt.
Stylishly.
And honestly, and he would be very right to do this. So
I know. It was difficult, I think, also because they were speaking only French.
Like French.
Neither of us spoke French, and that they were just. And I had done some French at university, so I could I got some idea of what they were saying. I could tell that they were talking about the police, like that they were going to contact the police, and that they said that, oh, that's right, I was using like Google Translate on my phone, like saying, what have we done wrong, you know? And they said, oh, like this is a religious, a sacred place. You know, you're being disrespectful. We're being just by being there. And
just
I see,
looking like we are looking, we are disrespectful. Okay.
Literally, like my hair is disrespectful.
In the morning time, my hair is also disrespectful. most of the time to myself.
It's funny. What are you eating? It looks good.
Sushi.
That's very Christmassy. We're eating sushi.
We're eating sushi because sushi. We found out that sushi is working well with absinthe.
Yeah.
Really? Well, why not?
Through experience.
I might just adjust myself and sit a bit more comfortably. Let's get down here. There we go. How's that? That's better. I can sit in front of my little table. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Maybe you can switch out the sun.
Oh, it's beautiful and sunny here today. Actually, it's been so wet and horrible. I suppose it must be. It's winter over there now, isn't it?
Yeah, we are at the beginning of winter now, and you're like end of the summer right now. Or what? Where are you now?
Start of summer.
Okay.
And it's, yeah, it's. I think
It's getting freezing cold here.
Our Christmas feels about as Christmassy as sushi. It's always hot, you know. It's funny, all these symbols of Christmas like snow and things. It just doesn't make sense. And you know, we do the British traditions of eating heavy food and drinking like, you know, mulled wine, like glühwein, so hot things, and heavy thick cake, and it's just the things that you like to have in the cold, things that you like to have in winter. And people spray fake snow on their windows, and it's so stupid. So our Christmas looks quite different here. It's, you know, people often have barbecues, they grill outside, and
you can also have barbecues in Germany in the winter time, but it's not so enjoyable, maybe.
No.
No, we have our Christmas markets here. I think you once did also a video of a Christmas market somewhere in Germany.
Weihnachtsmarkt.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, but some of them are closed right now because of Corona. Some can take place, some are closed.
And some you can only join, we call it here in Germany, with 2G. 2G means that you have to be vaccinated or you have to be cured.
Oh.
And otherwise, if you're not having some of these two things, you can't join the Weihnachtsmarkt.
Right, they're doing that here too.
You can only go into the grocery stores, and when you are not vaccinated or cured, all the other stores are forbidden for you. You can't join them.
Yeah, like even just normal shops.
Yeah,
even just normal shops.
If you go to an H&M right now, you have to show your app, COVID app, that you're vaccinated. Yeah,
That's bad, isn't it?
It's quite strange, honestly. Yeah, and it does not get better. It does not get better.
They're doing that here too, but not with retail, like not just shops. So shops anybody can go into, but if it's a restaurant or a bar or places that sell food, mostly you have to have they have a vaccine pass, so you have to show that you have your 2 vaccinations. And a lot of what's actually probably going to become a big problem is that they've told every healthcare worker they have to have both injections, or they'll lose the job. Yeah. And a lot of people, they just they won't, you know, like, no. So a lot of midwives have quit, a lot of nurses and things have quit. So now
that's a big problem now, because all the people are leaving and you don't have the workers who care for people, like in
exactly. It's just, you know, right when we need the most healthcare workers, like, okay, so we've got corona in our community now, so we might need more nurses and doctors, and a lot of them have had to quit their jobs. They lost their license.
Yes,
I don't know how long it will last.
The problem in Germany is that we already had a big crisis in the healthcare system, and now when we are losing all these people, it will get way worse.
Yeah.
So everybody's a little bit, let's say.
But it's also understandable that you have to be vaccinated if you're dealing with like old people and vulnerable people. I think that's too soft.
Makes sense. Mm. Oh, I don't know. I wonder how long this will all last. I wonder if it will ever go away.
I can remember last year when we sat here and said, okay, next year it's going to be all okay again. Now we're sitting here again. Well,
hopefully, I knock on wood again that everything is gone.
Because we also had concert tickets for like November and December. We wanted to see a Rammstein cover band, and she passed away, and everything's was rescheduled to next year. So a whole year again, we have to wait.
Next year we have cards for We and the Nation, and I hope that they will take place.
We have so many dates next year.
Yeah, next year each month we have a concert or a festival. It's quite funny because everything is pushed and postponed.
Yeah, we also want to see Rammstein next year in June. And we well, I don't know. I hope it's going to take place. You never know. It's going to be a lot of people there.
We will see. Right now, everything is a little bit open, and we no one can really say that it will come right now as predicted.
But I always say if they let so many people in the football stadium, soccer stadiums, they can let the people in the concert halls as well. But I don't know.
Are they making it different for sports or something?
Yeah, because here in Germany, football or soccer is king.
It's a religion, and the point is they don't want to make these people angry because some of them have a very impact on society and have some influence. So they are, and also for the whole soccer teams, they are not want to make the big bosses angry, and it's also
a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. What comes up with that?
So they can be soccer games, but not concerts.
Yeah, exactly. Which is
that is the truth. And that is yes, it is. It's quite sad.
People apart, then that's bloody dumb. Yep. I'm just looking to see. I was just looking at the comments. Anyway, buying fame is what? Anyway.
For example, one person was commenting that he is missing Vera Luna. I think we are missing all of the festival. It's not only Vera Luna. We are missing all of the festivals.
It's like being in this long bad dream.
Yes, and it never ends, and you're running and running and running and running and running, getting still chased by the monster that is called Corona.
Yeah.
It's funny because at the very beginning, I think it was March, and I'd been planning to go back to Germany in May, and then stay for a few months for all the festivals. And I remember thinking, oh, it'll be over by May.
Yeah, we all thought
Yes,
that.
everybody thought that.
And 1.5 years later,
we are still in the shit.
Yeah, well, going like, oh, everything's cancelled. That's really sad, but that's okay because we'll make up for it next year. We'll see you all next year. And that's all come and gone, and it didn't happen. And, some of us won't have seen our friends for, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
It's stealing life from us. It's stealing.
It's really stealing life and
because
time.
We are like old and we don't have so much party time left. And
I've been thinking that too. I'm like, we're getting older. And, I want to still be pretty going to festivals.
Yes, and not looking old and being fat and being lazy and tired. Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So it's definitely time that we're getting back to normal because everybody, I think, is a little bit pissed off by the whole situation.
Where André was working against it in the beginning with retail therapy, and he bought thousands and thousands of stuff of clothes.
I was very, very good in buying online in last year, especially. I was buying so many punk rave things that I think I should be now a punk rave ambassador, honestly.
Yeah, but you didn't have the possibility to wear it outside.
Yes, I bought it because I need to compensate, because it was compensation for me, honestly. But I had no time to wear the really fancy things outside. But the funny thing is, then I did the whole thing blowing over because I was fully going into VGT mode, buying catnip and buying cat food. and the people in the store was more or less looking like this. I could not say anything, and I was looking extremely good, and I thought it should be like that every day.
I mean, well, why not? You
I made my own Agra runway. I made my own Agra runway.
Good on you. Well, why not? I used to do that, actually. I used to get all dressed up just to go to the supermarket. But well, I think it's even worse being here because you can't really buy things online. Like you can, but it costs so much more for the shipping. Like it's ridiculous. Honestly, in Germany, I bought so much stuff off the internet because it was so fast getting there. You know, everything's there the next day or a few days later, and the shipping was free or really cheap. So if you want something sent to New Zealand, it just costs so much to send things. It's ridiculous, and it can take weeks and weeks. I bought something off Etsy months ago, and it's still not there. No.
Hello everybody that is joining new, so that I don't have to say every name. There were some people saying hello, sorry, so I said hello back.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
You have a lot of clothes in Germany.
That's right. And all of my things, all of my belongings, my whole big room of beautiful clothes is all in Scotland. Yeah, so I had just a suitcase here. And also, like, I'm now living in this small town, and most of the people here are about 80 years old. I think if I like just got dressed up and walked outside, they would
heart attack, directly dying, directly.
Yeah, they would just die on the spot. So, and it would be more than just being like looked at or stared at. It would be like, I think they would think I was in a play or something like that. I don't know. It would look extremely weird.
My old neighbors, I always told them, yeah, well, I'll go out to some play, or I'm because my neighbors where I used to live didn't know all the whole Gothic culture, and they always stared at me like, what? Where are you going? Oh, just go.
It's always quite funny when I go to the city. Still, the people are sometimes overreacting. So everything.
Yeah. I always told them we're going to go to see a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes, Rocky Horror Picture Show, or is it again Halloween? Yeah. That is more or less the comment that you get. Oh, it's Halloween again. Oh, you're playing Dracula.
Oh, you're going to a fancy dress party? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Morning. Oh.
Ich kann nicht so schnell trinken. Oh.
So, sorry, we went into German.
Yeah.
Look, I can understand what you're saying. It's okay. It's just hard. I can understand fine. It's just talking back.
Okay. So you still have your beautiful clothes in Scotland, and your furniture is also in Scotland or in Germany?
In Scotland. I sent everything over there because I tried to get a work visa for Scotland.
Okay.
It didn't. It's a long story, but it fell apart. It's it's almost impossible to get a visa for the UK. They I don't know. They're just real dicks. They make it so hard. So that didn't work out, and then I left when my visa ran out. I thought I'll come back to New Zealand for a few months and then I'll go back over. Ha 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 ha.
A bit longer.
Yeah, it's been like 2 years. So I still have a flat in Scotland that I'm paying for. with everything I have in it, all my beautiful furniture and all my beautiful clothes. Oh,
honestly, that is quite crazy that you still have a flat in Scotland that you are paying for, where everything is set to live in there, and you are not living there. It's quite crazy. It's quite crazy and sad. But is someone else living there already, or is it really empty?
Really empty. I think maybe some rats are living there.
Make some money. You could sublet it to just make something.
They didn't mind living with all my things. Oh, I don't know. I was looking to sent over here, but
it's very decadent, honestly. It's very decadent that you're doing this. So you're a rich person.
It makes it hard to save anything. I'm paying 2 lots of rent. I have it. I honestly don't know how I've managed it. Like, it's made it impossible to save anything, and at the end of every month I have nothing left. So, nah. Oh well. It just
and we don't even have a flat additionally in Scotland.
Well, it's actually pretty cheap. It was cheaper to have that flat than to have a storage room.
Okay.
Because it's in a shitty town. It's in a place called Paisley, which is near Glasgow, and it's a toilet. Like it's a little stabby, shitty.
Everyone from Paisley is watching right now. Sorry.
They know.
They know.
My first night there, I saw 8 people like punching each other outside. A big drunken fight.
Come on, this is also existing in Germany. I was once living in a city, and next to my flat, when I looked out of the window, there was a pub on the other side, and I saw so many people punching each other's face and smashing and kicking butts. And the scariest thing that I ever saw there was 2 women, a little bit more fully, I would call them from a body perspective, and they were beating the shit out of each other because they were heavily drunk, and jetzt muss man ein bisschen abnippen. She bloated a little bit up.
Ein bisschen viel.
Wow. Oh, absent.
Hast du in der Reihe?
Nur das gleiche wie sonst.
Das ist aber, ja.
It's a little bit heavy, she said.
Schön grün.
So cheers.
Cheery, Jungs.
It is a beautiful color.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Great.
My tea is empty.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
It's a little bit stronger. Oh, that's good one. Drink 2 of them and you are good with everything.
But it's also, when you still have the flat, it's something nice to look forward to, maybe to do in future, to go there again.
But when you would move back to Europe, would you not even move more to Germany because we are still in the EU and Scotland is out of that?
No, Scotland is...
No, Scotland is out of the
freaking
EU.
Brexit, but...
Yeah. Well, no, I do actually. I would probably go back to Germany. I mean, it's... I can, as a New Zealander, I can spend 6 months of the year in the UK, and if COVID hadn't happened, it would have been fine because I would have had a place to stay over there.
Yeah.
So it would have made sense to have this flat. I would have saved money on accommodation, but I think to start with, I thought, I don't want to. It's too hard being in Germany. The bureaucracy is difficult, but I think when people ask me how it was being there, I always say it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. So it was,
if I would be married to your husband, it would be also a very worst time for me. Sorry, I don't want to spit any tea on that.
Well, no, I mean, honestly, I don't like talking about that.
I know.
About that. Talking badly about people publicly, but I will say that if it hadn't been for him and the company I kept, I would have had a better time. I think he made it very dark at times. Yeah. Anyway,
not Gothic style dark.
No, but I thought it was
not a good kind of dark.
I thought it was really sad that you kind of had to leave because of the stupid bureaucracy in Germany and the fucking laws and stuff. I mean, that is just German.
That's typical German.
It's just so embarrassing. I mean,
it was so sudden.
Yeah.
It was so sudden and so shitty, and yeah. No, but I can. You know, I would like to have a go again. It's just a bit more difficult, I think, now because I have Mr. Owl, my you know
yeah.
my man thing, and now I have my child. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to. I was thinking of getting what's called a Freiberufler visa. Yeah.
Free worker translated, Freiberuflich, yeah.
Yeah, thought I might try and do that. I don't know. It just feels so far away here. I just feel like
no. You are far away there. My dear.
Far away.
Very far away.
Very far away.
It just feels like everybody else is on the other side of the planet, and I can't reach them, and I can't do anything, and it's like being in a very pretty prison. It's like being trapped somewhere very relaxing. I look outside and it's all green and beautiful and sunny, and there's a beach and beautiful birds and everybody's nice, but it's like, oh god, it's so boring. And just all my friends and everything and all the fun is elsewhere. It's all over there. So I have dreams most nights that I'm in Europe, and then and in the dream I'll be thinking, this time it's not a dream, I'm really here. And then I wake up and I'm still in fucking New Zealand. But you know, I keep thinking, oh, I'll try to make the best of it. I'll make some videos about New Zealand. I'll go do some traveling here or something. But
one time we did with the waterfalls and everything. It was so nice. It was really good.
Yeah. I saw those ones.
Yeah,
that place was so beautiful. Like
the birds, whatever. It was good.
Yeah. Well, that was probably the most beautiful place I've ever been. But there's a lot of that sort of thing here. It's all very, very beautiful. It's all mountains and lakes and.
Freya, Becky Bet 19 is missing you, seeing you live. Oh. So you know what you need to do. You need to go back on Twitch.
Yeah. Well, I was going to start everything up. When I made my last video, I was going to sort of keep doing things from there, but I won't say why. But we had some really, really, really bad news about a week ago. So I've been just sort of dealing with that and kind of coping a bit better now. So that's put everything off a little bit more. But yeah, I really miss it too. And I think also when you're so isolated, when you're far away from the world, like that's one of the reasons I started doing YouTube, was to connect with people, you know, to feel less alone, feel less far away. And it's such a good way of doing it, right? Yeah, so I actually do miss it too. I'm really missing doing my videos and doing my live streams. I get really nervous. I don't know about you guys when you do this, but every time I do a thing on Twitch or a live YouTube, I get really nervous beforehand. I get like really nervous.
Okay, we don't get nervous and regular. We are pissed off because the technique is not running.
And we don't do it so often. I mean,
you're doing it more regular than we are doing. And honestly, we did it each month this year, but the last 2 months we did it not because we had no time. And that is also a very sad issue, because for the next year it will be nearly impossible to do it in a regular base each month, because we are so busy that it is really not realistic that we can do it each month. But we try. We said, when, for example, we would do a special for the VGT, we would do a special for the Amphi, and that we would do, and then we tried to do maybe two or three times more, and yeah. Because we saw that already because the last 2 or 3 months it was getting a little bit back to normal, also from the, let's say, from the the opening and the possibilities again, and so we had no time because I was, for example, busy traveling around, and so I had no time to join the stream.
Oh, it's such a shame.
Time is the rarest thing that we have. That is the problem.
Yeah, it's the most valuable thing we have.
For sure.
It cannot be replaced. Deep.
Yeah, quite sad. And the funny thing is, always if you can try, you can try. You never have enough time. It sounds very Gothic. It sounds very sad and melancholic and very, very Gothic.
Indeed. Hopefully there'll be the opportunity next year to make your Biggie T and Amphi specials.
You never wear the Amphi, is it right? You never wear the Amphi.
No.
Did you wear on the Amphi once? Twice?
Oh, I've been
a
few times.
Yeah. 2 times? Okay. I think I saw one video. I think so.
I think I've been 3 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the first time I went, it was at a different place. It was at that stadium. What year was that? That was 2015, I think. Yeah. And I had I had my hair in a tower.
I remember it. Yes, that's right.
It looked ridiculous, but
But come on, we all have a bad hair day. We all have a bad hair day. I had so many weird hair styles.
We're resorting to fake hair.
Yeah. Sometimes we are faking hair, sometimes real hair. So everything. You know, we are Gothics. We can do everything. We can do everything what we want to. So that is quite nice.
You can be more creative.
Yes.
About it. Well, you know, I was going to say I would like to come back to Germany. I really, 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 really want to, but to a different part. I think my partner, Mr. Owl, like, he never wanted to really be overseas before, but I think he's sort of changed his mind a bit about that. I think he would be okay with at least maybe not spending all year there.
Now? Are you looking at him right now?
No, but he's on Twitch right now, actually. He's streaming on his channel. Okay. Yeah. I think he's changed his mind a bit and doesn't mind the idea of it so much. But if I did go back, I would quite like to go. I would rather stay somewhere, like somewhere in the Ruhrgebiet, like Düsseldorf or like Essen or Bochum, that kind of area. I really like it there, and I have so many friends there. And Leipzig, I found Leipzig actually pretty depressing. Like, it's really fun 1 week a year.
Yeah, we always go there 1 week a year, and it's so beautiful there, and but we don't live there the whole year.
Yes,
so.
But I have to be honest, Essen is when you want to come to Germany and maybe settle down for a time, Essen is the place to be. You have so many clubs in the nearest area. We have already clubs in Essen. You have shops in Essen. For example, Dark Ages is a shop, a Gothic shop in Essen. But you can also travel quite easily to Cologne. You can travel quite easily to Düsseldorf. You can go in the Ruhrgebiet is quite nice for having parties when Corona is existing.
I just like that area so much more. So I think I would do that. And you know, I would love to be able to own an apartment, and it's a lot more. Well, I mean, I can't afford that at the moment, but like, it's a possibility. Like, I just know that if we wanted to own a house in New Zealand, we will never ever be able to do that, because it's something like the average price of a house here is $1 million.
What?
I'm not kidding. $1 million. I think it's slightly more than that. I think it's $1.1 million to on average to buy a house. So even just a small one. I'm in this little small 1-floor house. Nothing special. It costs almost $1 million. So I think one of my dreams has become to own an apartment in Germany. like that. And then that way I know that I can keep it and I can do anything with it and make it as beautiful as possible and keep it that way. No one can ever take it away.
Yeah.
I think that would be wonderful.
What is that?
A nice place to have house parties and yeah. So that's
I like to have house parties.
I like to have a lot of house parties. This flat where I'm living in is made for party.
Yeah.
It looks so pretty. I love all the decorations.
But it's heavily goth. I have to be honest. It is very, very goth.
No, it's more like romantic.
Victorian, they call it. Victorian, they call it. The funny thing is, everybody that is new to my flat, because it's not only the living, the dining room, everything looks like that, and everybody's more or less entering, and then half an hour he says nothing, and then he says, it's a lot.
Interesting.
Interesting, it's a lot. And I said, yes, it's like my personality, it's a lot.
Well, you know, I love that sort of thing. I think it's your house. It's where you have to be most of the time. I think, you know, things should be appealing. Like, you're the one looking at it. So if other people don't like it, that doesn't matter. And I think you want to, it's your environment. You want to enjoy looking at it, enjoy being in it. And that's the other thing that's quite sad about being here, is you're not allowed to paint the walls or anything. If you rent a house, you can't change it. And this house that we're in...
Also, you're not allowed to change it from the inside?
Yeah, no, nothing. You have to keep it the same. Can't paint it, change anything.
Wow.
And this...
That's very weird.
Yeah, this room has gold walls. I don't know if you can tell, but the walls are gold. I hate them.
And you can't change it? You cannot? And you can't change it?
It's impossible to do it.
No, I'd be in deep, deep shit.
Oh, great. Oh,
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think in Germany we have a lot of stupid rules here, really. But you can do with your flat, even if it's rented, whatever you want. I mean, if you want paint black, you paint black or gray or whatever. It's so weird that you cannot do anything.
I know. I think that's it's wonderful fun. I think getting this, you know, this white apartment and you can do anything with it, make it any color, and it's like a blank canvas. I really, really enjoyed having a flat there. But yeah, here it's like you just have to keep it the same. So
and as Bodo, is it Bodo in the chat saying, yeah, more is more. That's right.
It's absolutely right.
That's what the people always coming here. There are sometimes these minimalist people who like bare walls and nothing in it.
White, bright.
And it's just so many things. Yeah, we're just maximalists. It's just the opposite.
There's a nice. I think it's from here in Germany. It's in Werbung auf Englisch.
Application?
Yeah, for Werbung, sorry. And the funny thing is, it says, you're a rich man, you don't need so much. I'm a poor man and I need a lot of things. So I need a lot of things. I need a lot of things.
I don't understand
a lot of candles.
I spend more money on candles, lights and decoration than on other things. I don't have expensive car. I don't wear expensive jewels. I don't wear I don't have things that are quite expensive. The only thing that is expensive is myself. So.
No, I like that. I'm exactly the same. I don't have expensive things, just a lot of things. A lot of things. Lots of skeletons and creepy stuff, and I've got lots of jewelry, but none of it's expensive.
I don't know if you can see it in the background, but skeletons are over there.
Right.
Yeah.
There's some skulls. So for sure, the funny thing is, everybody that is entering my flat is every time saying, "Okay, so I know now what you are," and that is because you can really tell people visiting my flat who I am. And the good thing is we can paint whatever we want on our walls.
Yeah. So lucky. Like this every time somebody comes here to visit me, I'm like embarrassed. Like, sorry, my house is really boring. But what I've been doing is I can't really show you, but I've been buying old furniture. So this like secondhand furniture that's so it's like really old, it might be like Edwardian. It looks quite pretty, and I'm just painting everything black. I'm just getting furniture so that way I can have as much black in the room as possible without, even if I can't change the walls or the floor or anything, I can make as much black in here as possible and do the best we can. But I don't know. Hopefully we might not be here we won't be here forever. So it's a place to live. It's just a bit.
Did you now resettle in New Zealand? Because I know that you were moving a lot, or minimum 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I don't really feel like I don't really feel like I have a home anymore. Like
Oh.
I'm like I don't feel like I live here. I feel like I'm staying here.
You're visiting more or less.
Yeah, it's like a really long visit.
A very, very long with pregnancy visit.
Well, I time. Oh, sorry.
Speaking of black, like does your little girl also wear like black jumpsuits and stuff like that? Because I remember when I put my kids into when they were babies in like black clothes, my mother always was like really shocked, like, why you can't put babies in black? That's just bad luck or stuff like that. I mean,
come on.
German rumor. I think it's a German rumor.
Well, it's been very, very hard to find black baby clothes.
Yeah, I know. It's really bad.
Yeah, for some reason people don't want them. But like I said, it's very hard to buy things off the internet here because they take a long, long time to get here and the shipping is really expensive. So I got a bunch of stuff at once from American Amazon. It took forever to get here, but that was the only way I could get black jumpsuits, like little black baby clothes.
It looks really cute.
Yeah. Actually, do you want to see something really, really cute? You know The Devil in the Universe, the band?
Yes.
You know them?
Me not.
One of my favorite bands.
I know it because I saw one of your comments on that. So you were inspiration to look at that.
Sorry?
You were the inspiration to investigate.
Oh right. Oh, good. They're one of my favorite bands. Anyway, they sent.
Oh, that is cute.
I know. They said, oh, well, we've sent you a parcel. It took a long, like weeks and weeks to get here. It just arrived. I'm like, oh my god! Little tiny band t-shirts. But
I like that some like EMP, the mail order thing in Germany, they start to sell also kids and baby clothes, which is nice.
Wonderful. Well, people want.
Very nice. There's a jumpsuit with 666 on it and so on, so it's quite nice.
Oh, good. I mean, there are some nice things available now for children and babies. I'm going to make a video actually about it specifically, because some people have sent me some things as well, some very cute little dresses, and I've got little black bonnets, little black hats and socks. And
they're so cool hats for babies, like with red and black, and it's really nice. If you don't have a mother-in-law who says this is good for you.
Yeah, people always say like, oh, will you dress your baby in the things that you like? Like, yes, doesn't everybody?
Yeah, sure. Oh,
did you hear that?
Okay,
I live next to an airport.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a small airport with like little airplanes. So several times a day, some sort of small airplanes will fly past. It's like, whoa, it was really close, that one.
It sounds as it landed on your house.
Like right there. It was right there. Small thing. Anyway.
My cat is right now very, very cuddly.
Oh, we're not allowed cats. We're not allowed pets in this house either.
Oh.
Oh, we have that in Germany as well. As some landlords don't want.
Yes, in Germany you have a lot of landlords that don't allow having any pets. And
a lot of kids.
And a lot of kids for sure. Yeah, because Germany is a very kid-unfriendly country, I would say. So it's quite sad sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, you have a lot of people that don't want that the kids are noisy, they should not run around, they should not do anything. But the funny thing is they are kids, and it's normal for kids to run around and being noisy.
Yeah, it's difficult for people with like 2 or 3 kids to get apartments here, because a lot of people don't want families with a lot of kids.
They're the people that need the apartment the most, probably.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, for sure. Nichts Absinth?
Ich muss auch warten. The
good thing she's not having such a long way home, so she can walk 10 minutes and then she can fall into the bed. So that's quite nice that she has no so long distance.
Ja, aber das ist vorsichtig, ne?
She has to be a little bit more careful, otherwise at the end she's dancing on the table and
Are you still going to do your Halloween videos?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was really bad timing to end up in hospital.
It was a nice reason, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's true. It was a nice reason. But I kind of I could show you.
Durchlassen. Ich muss mal. My cat doesn't. Oh, that is nice.
A second, I can't see it. Hang on, just a second. I will just turn it around. There you go. Can you see the cot?
Yeah, nice.
It looks quite nice.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. I thought that looked quite cool. I found this old cradle and I painted it black, and looks pretty cool. And she has a little bat hanging over.
Painted black, I remember by the song.
Yeah, painted black.
It's painted black.
No, it looks like it was like this. It looks good.
My stepmother bought a bunch of clothes to give her. I think she was very excited to buy clothes for a baby girl. And like everything I've bought has been like black or a bit of red, you know. And now I've got things that are pink.
Girls, you have that pink kind of.
Pink. Yeah, I'm like, whoa. It's you know, it's not to my taste, but it's really useful. So
yeah, but sometimes you have a lot of clothes because you have to change clothes a lot.
Oh yeah, she vomits so much. Like I think it's impossible to keep babies clean. Just so much throwing up. Oh my god, you have to change your clothes about 3 times a day. So I'm like, oh well, she can wear some color sometimes. That's okay. She won't remember anyway.
No, you can make a picture when she got the black clothes on. When she the other ones, you don't make pictures.
Oh yeah, when I take her out, I put all the black lace things on. Very sweet. Got some beautiful little black lace dresses. It's like, oh, so small. So small and so sweet. And this was the first toy I got for her.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Du willst gar keinen Fisch, du willst kuscheln, okay? Dann nehme ich den Fisch. She got fish and she doesn't want fish, she wants cuddling.
Aww.
I really like the name you choose because I always like the name Severus Snape from Harry Potter. I always like it as a man's name, but I never of the female version of it. Is it the female version? It sounds like it.
Oh yeah, it has the same meaning.
Yeah, it's really great. I didn't think of that when I chose a name. So it's
because that is the reason why your kids are calling Fanta, Cola, and Sprite.
No.
What name did you choose?
The last one's named Louis.
Louis?
The girl is named Runa.
Sorry, what? Luna?
Runa, like Rune, but with a A.
Runa, I think.
Oh, I had a great aunt called Runa. That was one of the names I thought of using actually. Runa.
Yeah, well,
I thought it was really pretty.
Rare. There are not a lot of them around, so.
Then she's a bit special. That's a lovely name.
Yeah, I think that's my husband who thought of that. First, I thought it was a bit weird, but it's nice.
Yeah, I had an aunt. I had a auntie Runa. She's dead. But yeah.
That's good. That's good. Everything has to die.
Well,
everything has to die.
Was
machst du da? Das ist ein Tropfding. You had already enough.
Yeah.
My cat is a little bit cuddly right now.
What's the cat's name?
That is Ruby. Ruby.
Sweet fluffy baby.
Ruby, her sister is Ronja. Like Germany, there's a fairy tale called Ronja die Räubertochter, and that is the name from that. And I have a cat that is called Carlos, but Carlos, because he's a Spanish one, he's from Spain, and the one that is dead was called Baloo because he was so fat, and he looked like Baloo the bear from the Jungle Book. So it was quite obvious that he has this name.
Right. Big chonker.
Yes, for sure. He was every time shaking his butt very heavy. So he looked quite. He got a lot of medication out of the reason he went quite fat, honestly, and he had a lot of water in his body. That was also the reason why he died yesterday. So.
He died yesterday.
Yeah, he died yesterday. I can't say anything else. Yeah. He was put to sleep forever. So and that was. Honestly, he was very unhealthy at the end. And when I got him, I was really shocked how sick he was, honestly. But he made 6 years.
Yeah. André is the crazy cat lady.
I'm the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons, for sure. But I don't throw my cats to other people.
Oh. I keep just like the baby is waking up.
Oh.
Okay.
She's not making any noise yet, but I think she's getting hungry. So I'm just like, please don't start making noise.
Are you breastfeeding? Is this so too private? Are you breastfeeding?
Literally, strangers are asking me that, so I'm like, but no, I can't.
Question. No one in the world would ask that, but a German would ask, "Hey, are you breastfeeding?"
Look, my Uber driver asked me that.
Hey, welcome. I'm Jake, your Uber driver. And hey, are you breastfeeding?
What did you answer? It's none of your business.
It's not your business. Do you want to join?
Yeah. Well. The only way she actually eats out of a special bottle. She doesn't suck properly, so she's got a very weak little. So we have this very special bottle that she doesn't have to suck on. She just bites it.
It's easier to get milk.
Yeah, and the milk comes out. So it's a bit annoying, really, because I feel like all I do is wash the same bottle over and over and over again. Like. And they're really hard to find them, so I'm just forever, all day, filling the bottle, cleaning the bottle. But at least I can feed her.
That's important. She has to get big and strong
and fat.
Big and fat. Yeah, she's so small. Like she's only she's starting to fit newborn-sized clothes. So all the clothes that I had are much too big. She's so small, little tiny miniature baby. It's very cute.
Firstborn was also 3 weeks earlier, and when you see pictures of him now, it was like his skin was too big for his body. So
how old are they now?
the oldest is 11 years old, so he grew out of this small phase, so he got bigger, and his skin fits now very well.
But his hair was growing longer. Yeah. He has quite long hair.
Yeah. He's 11, and the middle one is 8, and the youngest is 4.
Oh my goodness! I must keep busy.
Yeah. It's quite funny every time talking to her on the phone because it's always noisy in the background and she's always busy. Yeah. Always.
So I'm looking forward to go out. And,
party again.
What do they think of the goth thing? Do they dress up? Do you dress them up?
They like music, because I can dress them up very well on Halloween. Yeah.
I was very experienced in dressing up Halloween style.
Yeah, when I go out and look like this, they say, well, you look different. Because normally I don't have the time to put on makeup every day.
But you are always wearing black.
Yeah,
so they know that we are both looking different. But honestly, the heavy style that we are doing, from your side, they don't see it so often.
So, but they see it, they say, well, it's like their mom. I mean, they're used to people like me or like him, so it's okay. I think that's a good thing. They have to grow up like this. But I don't want that they grow up and say, well, I don't want that they go in the other direction, that they, I have to wear a suit and a tie.
And listen to hip hop.
Yeah.
They rebel. Rebel by being really, really normal.
but always the kids are the different side of the parents. So
I never did that to my parents. I just I didn't do it because I wanted to rebel. But
for me, there was no other possibility. After first joining my first Gothic club, I was done with it.
This is just what I have to do.
Yeah, I think I was 16 and I was entering a club that was regular only for people over 18. And I remember that I was entering the room and I will never forget Sisters of Mercy were playing in the background with Temple of Love. And I was directly falling in love. So for me, the people were looking beautiful, the dance floor, the club, the music, and it was done. It was done. Since then, I'm joining the dark side of life, and it is more than, 25 years.
Wow, no looking back.
Yeah.
I never took them to the Wave Gothic-Treffen so far, because that's a thing that I do for myself.
Right, yeah.
I know that there are a lot of families with those small kids there. I think there's also a kindergarten there where you can leave them for like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, there is.
Well, I just know I don't want. If they want to go there one time, they can go. But as their own decision, that's my thing. I don't want them. I mean, if they're with me, I cannot go out at parties at night because somebody has to babysit them.
Yeah.
So I just want that at the moment.
When they want to go by themselves there later on when they are grown up, okay.
But I don't want to go there together with them in the same party.
Think about we are making party with your kids.
No, I don't want to.
Oh, what? Quite scary.
No, I never wanted to go out with my mom to a party, so I don't want to.
That's good. My mom never went out, so everything's fine.
I took my mum to a gig once to go see a band play. It was really weird.
I was growing up.
Yeah, there's some people who go together with their parents, and I couldn't do that.
No, it'd be too weird.
Yeah,
no, I would never do that.
Sometimes you don't have if you have the kid there and you don't have anybody to babysit, to take it along. But as long as I can find a solution to leave them home, I'd rather leave them home.
Yeah, I
agree with Bluba. Sorry, this name is too much for me. Yes, I also like when people are growing up and see this as normal. Yeah. He was telling he likes when he sees kids growing up and seeing this as normal. Because it is normal. It's only a thing of different expression than other people are doing different things. I'm not running around in a polunder, so everything is fine, and I don't judge anybody that is running around in beige.
Well, the good thing is my kids
brown.
Well, some of my kids like Rammstein already.
Or with khaki shorts. I don't blame anyone who's wearing khaki shorts, and I always want to say something, but I'm very polite and don't say your khaki shorts looking shit, and especially when they are beige. And you have a Jack Wolfskin jacket, and you are wearing the same Jack Wolfskin jacket than your wife is doing. This is so ridiculous. Awful, and I'm very polite and never say something, and when these people are talking to me, I'm never like, yeah, fine, and I don't say you're looking like shit.
Is she waking up?
Is she waking up?
She's okay. I think she's okay. She's just making little sort of cute little noises.
Yeah.
The funny, when I see here the stream, I'm really disappearing in the black in the background. It's quite nice. You can only see my face.
Yeah, I can just like part of your
face. that is pure black. That is pure black.
I look all bright because I'm sitting in a bright room with a big window right beside me, and it's morning. So.
Yeah, and at your side it's morning. At our side it's evening.
Yeah. We're still gonna have our internal Christmas party here.
Yes, we're having our internal small Christmas party. We are exchanging gifts today.
Yeah?
Yeah, we will. We will. I already saw mine. She does not saw hers. Fine. Yeah, in the past we had when we had still friends that were in the Gothic scene, because we are the last ones. We are the last unicorns, honestly.
We still have
but it's only a few. But we had a bigger group, and we were making each year a pre-Christmas party, it was called. And it was a party with regular with goth and metal people before Christmas, and this is gone, honestly, because we lost all of these people.
But it was really funny because we were all like, Gothic, and really, but we did traditional things where we had the
Gänsebraten,
and the Rotkohl and everything.
And all the things that are. And we were exchanging. We were looking
baking
cookies, watching Nightmare Before Christmas on the television. So this
wonderful.
Yeah, but this is all gone because that is the problem. We are the last ones who survived and everybody else is now wearing Jack Wolfskin jacket. So
you need to find some more people.
Again, they're always looking very normal now, very normal. So they don't have any connections any longer to the Gothic scene. And I'm every time questioning myself, did I make something wrong or did they choose something wrong? So from my perspective, it's quite easy to answer. I made everything right.
It's so strange how people just like grow out of it sometimes, especially when they do it as adults. It makes sense. A lot of teenagers and that go through a phase. They have a goth phase. They're all dark and they say, "This is who I am now," and then they go back to normal.
Dirk is writing in the chat. Not everybody is wearing Jack Wolfskin. Yeah, that's right. Not everybody is wearing Jack Wolfskin.
But some do.
And for me, Jack Wolfskin is the type of thing that I would try to. Do you know Jack Wolfskin, the brand, the clothing brand?
Yes. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah. It's always for me when someone is wearing a fitting match Jack Wolfskin jacket to matching to his wife, everything is gone, and that's it.
The Northern Face is another brand I see.
Yeah.
North Face or Northern
It's
Face.
quite. The funny thing is the colors of Jack Wolfskin jackets are always not matching. Do you know that? They are always colors that are not matching. And I'm every time looking at this and think, oh, that is not looking good because it's color blocking. And it's not the good color blocking, it's the bad color blocking. And every time I see and the funny thing is you can directly see that it's a Jack Wolfskin without seeing the brand stamp, because you already see that it is not matching jacket.
So I think Punk Rake has to start to make functional clothes.
Yes, Punk Rake has to start make functional clothes. But one question, Dirk, hast du Jack Wolfskin Jacken? Da müssen wir uns mal drüber unterhalten. Dirk is hopefully not having Jack Wolfskin jackets. The funny thing is someone else was writing that I'm only a floating head in the darkness.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, you are. You're just this face and a pair of hands.
Bottle, baby, come on and wrap me up.
It's nice to like talk to you properly after so many months of just like a name on the chat. It's
I have to be honest, I was stalking her on Twitter.
Yeah, he always writes a lot.
And I'm writing a lot. And the good thing is when you said, yes, I will join your stream, and I said, yes, got her.
Yeah, it's so nice that you make time for that.
Yeah,
so
because you have other things right now that are quite more busy than having a chat with us. But I think hopefully you are enjoying it because you see some other goth.
I am. I'm just going. It's making me sort of a little bit. I don't know. It's like not sad, but it's this nice reminder of how life was.
Yeah, once before Corona, life was so beautiful.
Yeah, because normally we would go out now. Today is Saturday, and we would chill here, and then we would go out to Leverkusen, to the Shadow, something like that. And now it's not possible.
Yes, that is a good one. Here, Ismaila wrote down different shades of black. There's one person on Instagram that I'm following who is Lord McLean, and he was once. Do you know him? And he's looking beautiful creature.
So beautiful.
And he was once asked why he's only wearing black. And he said, no, I'm not only wearing black. It's different shades of black. One time it's raven black, then it is night black, then it is dark black, then it is black. This is all different. And believe me, black is not always matching to black.
Yeah, sometimes the blacks are not matching.
Yes, and I have blue black, I have gray black, I have night black, I have raven black. And the funny things I was really thinking about said, yes, that is the same that I'm saying since years. I'm not only wearing black, it's different shades
and
of
he
black.
Is so beautiful.
And he's so beautiful. Yeah. Do you know him?
Yeah.
He's a makeup artist, and he's so androgynous. He's looking awesome, honestly.
And he speaks so English.
Yeah, he speaks so proper English.
He's actually Scottish.
Yeah. Every time I thought that this English that he's doing in Instagram is not the real English.
No, it's like really fancy words and stuff. It's really nice to listen to him, I think. I also love your accent. It's really nice.
Yes.
Really? Oh.
I like listening to it. Yeah.
She's a little bit addicted, but it's okay.
Yeah. I keep watching TV here in New Zealand and thinking that this whole country needs to be sent to speech lessons, because I swear when I was younger that the New Zealand accent wasn't as bad as it is now. I feel like it gets worse every decade. Every few years, New Zealanders just get more like that, and it just sounds really bad. And
Scottish is difficult to understand, actually. I think
but
Scottish.
For me, sometimes pain in the ass is when I see some Australian accent, some outback Australian accent. That is horrible.
Oh, yeah, great.
Go down there, you don't understand anything. We go there, and I every time say that is not English. That is only mixing words.
No, but the German accent is also bad.
But we have a Bavarian accent. It's quite nice. And when you were in Leipzig, you already know this very, very nice accent. Ja, ich weiß, das ist ich bin doch so schön, ich weiß nicht schön. This is disgusting accent, but it's okay. It's okay. I would never have sex with someone who is talking like that. So unhorniness.
Their mouth all the way. Like they can't be bothered opening their mouth properly. And I'd been in Osnabrück, and I've been learning. Yeah, I've been learning German there. I did a course, and they speak very nicely over there. And then I moved to Leipzig, and I didn't understand anybody anymore.
For us, also, they speak very weird accent in Germany. Apart from the Bavarians, they're worse, I think.
Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. There were quite a lot.
I'm looking at them too.
Spanish English is very hard.
Yeah, the worst English that I ever heard is when Chinese people are trying to speak English. This is quite
no,
painful,
French people.
Yeah, but the French is not so.
No, you can't understand anything.
Yeah, because this is quite funny. I think so.
It sounds so pretty.
Well, French is the most beautiful language in the world.
Yeah, it's French is like when someone is giving mean comments to you in French. It sounds like
so nice.
It sounds like whipping your ass with what was it, velvet or something like that. It's called.
Insult me harder.
It's so awesome.
Whipping your ass with velvet. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. French accents sound so beautiful.
Everybody should know that Dani was having studied French. She studied French.
But I lost a lot of French on the way. It's
French.
I still can, like you, I can listen to it and understand a lot, but speaking, I lost so many words. That's so sad.
Oh, it's still in there, right? It's still all in there.
In there?
Yeah, I mean, if you started practicing it again, it would probably all come back, right? Like
I had Italian in school and don't remember anything, so it's Mayala. I think we have the same issue. When you're never ever talking it again, you are losing everything. Honestly, sometimes I can understand a few things, but honestly, not very much.
Well, I mean, it's still in the back of your brain, right? So I did Japanese. I did Japanese at school for years. I did Japanese for years, and I was really good at it. And then I didn't do it for 9 years, and I forgot everything. I forgot all the Japanese, and I started doing it again at university, and it all just came back really quickly. It was amazing. Like I'd forgotten everything. I got back into it again, and it just all started coming back, and I was getting 100% and all my tests and things. So, it's all stored in the brain. Just it's much harder to pull it out. Still remember things. There's another airplane going past.
I'm taking a very interesting absinthe that everybody knows it. It's the one from Alandria, a Langrand absinthe, and it's one with a cork. And I'm quite into. Oh. Wo ist denn meine Katze?
Whipping your silk, classical masculine. Yeah, I don't remember like any of the French. I did French for about 6 months, so I don't think I learned anything. Oh, the baby is waking up.
Woo!
Doing this.
I'm the countdown.
She's so cute. I mean, I don't know if I just think so because she's mine, but she's just so cute.
Every mom says that.
No, but it's true.
But there are also very, very disgusting looking kids out there, yes.
Ach, come on.
Yeah, come on, I saw very Quasimodo. Wollen wir mal einschätzen?
Nee, ja, ich mache erst mal Pause hier. Es geht
Boring.
Having a break. I don't know, a friend of mine a few years ago had this baby, and my God, it looked like a Cabbage Patch doll. Like, oh wow, yeah, she's beautiful.
Did you tell her that?
No.
Why not? Why not?
But I think the kid grew out of it, maybe, probably.
Oh well, I hope so. I'm just like, I don't know, what should I?
No, you can tell us. So she was nice so far. She slept.
When you need to go, say you need to go.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
She's so good. She never cries unless she needs something, and she's very easy. She loves having baths, and she just looks so happy and relaxed, and she will let anybody hold her, and she'll just fall asleep in your arms, and very, very good, nice and easy. Yeah, apart from all her challenges. Yes.
Always difficult if the baby doesn't eat properly. I mean, that's really challenging. And
cheers.
I need another cup of tea, I think.
This is quite delicious, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a little more mehr anise.
Uh-huh.
I'm so envious of your alcohol.
Should we send something over to the screen? One moment. Yeah.
That didn't work, damn. I've got a bottle of wine in the cupboard that I've been saving for myself for Christmas. It's a very special wine. It's called Purple Death.
Nice name.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Good. Yeah. No one can quite explain what it tastes like, but it's funny because it's got this very plain label, and the label is a description of how awful it is. It describes itself as being this disgusting, scary, foul-tasting mystery wine. It's actually quite nice, but it's really hard to find. It used to be like, I think a long time ago it was like a goth drink in New Zealand, but then it's just so hard to find.
With that name, it's understandable.
Yes. Yeah. Not absinthe also, but the goth drink here was chartreuse. People used to drink that a lot. I don't think they do anymore. This was years ago, but chartreuse is underrated. Why not? I bought a bottle of chartreuse at Viggy Tea, maybe last time.
I saw it. You made it in a video, I think so.
Yes, I did. Oh, good remembering. And I was just giving it to strangers.
I have very good working remembering things, but here in Germany, chartreuse is not very common, honestly.
No way, because it's so good. It tastes a bit like absinthe, and it's very strong. And
One moment.
Makes you happy. It makes you feel really happy.
This is a bottle of chartreuse that everybody can see it. This is a bottle of chartreuse.
Oh, very good. There you go. Let's see. And here it used to be a goth drink, what people always had at parties, and I just think it makes you feel so happy. But yeah, I had it at the Twiebchental, and I couldn't bring the bottle in, of course, so I was giving mouthfuls of it to people who were coming in, and I made some of my friends throw up.
Here when I was younger, the regular goth drink was whiskey cola.
Really?
Was it always made?
No, not always made. At the beginning was whiskey cola, and then when I was going older, in the beginning of 2000, it was made. That was.
Oh my god!
You know, nobody saw it.
And the last time when I was on VGT, I had the frozen meat.
Oh, lovely.
Squishy made, or how it was called. It was quite delicious. I had the cherry meat. It was quite nice. It was called Dragon Blood.
They have this I think it's this Vikinger blood. They have it.
Yeah, Viking blood.
Yeah, so good.
Delicious. And when it is hot outside and you're drinking it frozen, it's quite nice. But the problem is you're getting drunk very fast.
Meat is schrecklich.
It's one of my favorite things, and it's so hard to find here for some reason. Like, I've seen.
Then you have to go to the Unlicht store. When you are next time in Germany, you have to go to the Unlicht store. Do you know that the one that are promoting this stream here, Unlicht, is a shop in Düsseldorf, and they have quite the biggest range of meat and all alcoholic goth stuff that you can get. Also, all these absinthes that you can see here, you can buy at the Unlicht store. So Unlicht has a very big variety of typical goth alcoholics, I would call it.
I am so there.
Yeah. And they have a very nice big shop. I think they have more than 200 square meters. And half of that is fully packed with a lot of meat, a lot of absinthe, a lot of whiskeys, and massively a lot of alcohol. I love it.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
And all the absinthes here are sponsored by Unlicht.
Oh.
So everything that we are drinking this evening, you can get it in Düsseldorf, in Germany, if you want to, from everywhere around the world.
Again, I feel so far away. Oh, baby is making noises. She's like,
So
throwing
when,
yourself.
Looks like dancing.
so when you honestly, when you need to go, tell us, and we say bye. So
And you are
if you need to pay attention, tell us.
Oh, I'd feel bad. I don't know, how long do you usually do these for?
2 hours regular.
Yeah, but it's like almost.
So we are
1.5 hours. Yeah.
But we are 1.5 hours, so everything is fine. So
Okay.
if
We can wrap it up here, so you can get on with your day.
I'll feed her and then I'll probably go back to sleep.
Always a good thing. Yeah.
what time is it right now in New Zealand?
10:40.
Oh, okay.
It's like 10 in the evening here, so it's 12 hours easy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly 12 hours. That's quite easy to remember at the moment. I feel bad. I'm like, oh, it's nice to talk to some people.
So it was so nice having you, really.
Hmm?
It was so nice having you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. And it's nice. It's like I said, reminding me of things that were.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully still to come.
Once upon a time, there was a time when Gothics can meet each other around the world and enjoying in real time, enjoying listening to music and joining festivals and dancing.
Yeah, dancing is missing.
I said next time when you are in Germany, you need to go to Leverkusen to the Club Shadow because I know you will love it.
Yeah.
Because 100% goth club with no executions.
No executions.
No executions. No executions. This is quite a heavy word. Entschuldigungen, as you know in German. And they are playing 100% goth. They are making only goth parties, and there's no other possibility. And it's a quite nice, tiny club, but it's a typical. I'm telling everything time it's like I started with Gothic. Very small, very quiet, very familiar, very cozy.
That sounds wonderful.
It is.
I've
It is.
been to Leverkusen, so. God, I hope it's not too long.
We hope so too.
Yes.
So cheers to you.
May.
So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Take care of your kids.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and well, enjoy the rest of your evening. And I guess I'll see you on Twitch, I suppose.
Yes, for sure. And see you latest in real time for sure on the VGT next year.
Maybe one day. We don't know.
Fingers.
So I asked.
Crossed, yeah.
Have a nice day, and we all pray for the VGT. And I ask now Kai, kannst du den Stream beenden?
Yo, have a nice day too. Bye.
That's our technical gremlin. So have a nice day, and to everybody else, as we said, we will not have a regular monthly Goth-Talk again from the beginning of next year, but for sure we will have some special things. Also ja, genau. Also wir machen ein paar außer der Reihe definitiv Streams nächstes Jahr, ganz sicher zum WGT und zum Amphi und vielleicht noch 2, 3 weitere, aber wir werden keine monatlichen Streams mehr machen, das schaffen wir einfach leider nicht mehr.
Okay, alles Gute.
Bye.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Tschüss.
Mua.